Hi, good people. How are you doing? My name is Susan Kibe, the founder of Claim Your Crown program. And Claim Your Crown is a mentorship program that offers coaching on emotional wellness, self-awareness, and I also work and mentor with a special group of people that are very dear to my heart. And these are moms who parent alone, and I call them silver moms. I don't like calling them single moms because they're not really single. They have another force and another wind beneath their wings. And so somebody may be wondering, why Claim Your Crown? Claim Your Crown came about at a point in my life when I had actually forgotten I need to be walking as royalty and claiming my crown. And I realized that sometimes seasons of life and situations can hit you left, right, and center until, you just walk with your head hanging down, shoulders are stooping, and you cannot hold your crown if you're not walking straight. That is why I came up with Claim Your Crown program, and I offer mentorship for moms parenting alone because it is a season and a page in my book that I have been for 13 years, and I know there are people who've been there longer. And one of the things that made me very passionate about working with silver moms is because I have been a silver mom in the world. I have been an absentee mom, my goodness. And I have also been a silver mom, knowing that I'm working with God and that really I'm not parenting alone. And therefore, in my journey, and even as I interacted with several people that we have walked this journey with, and I came to see there are very many challenges that probably somebody may feel like the weight is upon you is too heavy, because parenting as a silver mom comes with challenges like identity for you, because for one, people look at you funny. How can you be a single mom? What happened to you? How do you just get a child like that? Meanwhile, they do not know the genesis behind that status. And so today, when I meet a silver mom, by the way, before you even give me stories, personally, I just salute you because of even taking the responsibility and, taking the charge to parent your child. And so identity comes when people look at you. Sometimes you're even looked at as an immoral person. You couldn't keep your legs together. What happened? But people get into that situation for various reasons. How I became a silver mom myself after the assault, and as I was now numbing the pain in the clubs, partying and all like that, and going out left, right, and center. Of course, I had a boyfriend then. I was working. I was working already, so I had a boyfriend. And by that time, I was not born again. I didn't know anything about accountability and many things about values in life. So I was just living carefree. I was this girl who was just carefree, yeah. And so when I became a mom, it just hit me that now there's another life, that is dependent on me. And so the last thing somebody wants at that time is to be told how immoral, how crooked their character is, the best way is to just embrace this person. Because for one, they have taken the responsibility. I think for me, I think God felt he needed to stop me. Probably I was just going. And he just thought the only way to stop you is this way. And so identity comes because now you have another life that is looking up to you. And also, even that life, your child also, when they go to school, if you have not empowered them enough, you'll also be faced with identity issues. Because when they are learning, and especially now like the curriculum right now, for those who are in CBC, it's very involving. So they want to ask you father's name, mother's name, a complete family. They draw father, mother, children. So if you have not empowered your child enough, and trained them, they may be wondering, this place of father, what will they feel? So identity. So for you as a silver mom, it is your responsibility to make sure your child knows this is our family, the way it is. We are good, we are enough, we are complete, nothing lacking. And of course, as children grow, if the child asks questions, as a mom, we are advised to give them age-appropriate truths. Please do not tell them that their father was hit by a truck and he died. Yeah, or they don't know he went where. Just tell them, engage them in their level. the way they will understand how I handled my situation. For me, by the way, the father of my children, by the time the questions were coming, had relocated. And so I just said he was out of town until we had healed enough for me to tell them he's not coming and we are okay and God is helping us. And we journeyed very well even after that time of separation for 6 years. And my children were whole, and they know, like each child knows their father, they know their story, and we are good. God has helped us. But if you do not tell them the truth yourself as a mom, their identity will be affected if they get news from outside. People say, oh, I heard your dad, I don't know when. Tell them, let it come from you. So the identity may be affected, but it is upon you to empower your child and also empower yourself. You're still a child of God, and that if Jesus was to die again, he will still die for you. That is how important you are, and God loves you. And the Bible says in Romans 8 that nothing can separate us from the love of God. Not even that child, not even that season of your life. It cannot separate you from the love of God. And I know you know by now that it is only God that allows conception to happen. So if God did not want that conception to happen, he would have stopped it. But the fact that he allowed it to happen, there was a reason. And so embrace the season, get the best out of it, and build you and build your child for the better. So identity is one. Another challenge that a silver mom may face is emotional strain. Emotional strain because you're the one this child is looking up to, and you're also looking up to yourself. It has to get to a place where, like David, you'll encourage yourself in the Lord. And despite the strain at work, or whatever is surrounding you, however you feel, you have to keep charging yourself to keep going. And the best way to deal with emotional strain is not losing yourself. Like before this child came, what were you doing that you really love doing? What hobbies did you have? Don't lose yourself. Do you like to dance? Do you like to do hikes? Do you like to take trips? Continue to do what you are doing before the baby came, so that you do not lose yourself. And it also keeps your energy going. It also keeps you, because at the end of the day, even this child wants a whole mom. They don't want a boring mom around them. And make your world, the world around you so fun, such that even this child is looking forward to come home. Like by the time they have gone and they've gone to school, they know home is the best place to be. This is our palace, and we are building our palace. And so emotional strain is only solved by you understanding that this is a season, and no season is permanent. Once you embrace the season, find the good in this season. Number one, thank God that you are even able to bring forth. Thank God that he has blessed you, are fruitful. And then find the best in you, find the best in your child. Make memories together, go for shopping, outings, nature trails, do things together, build memories. It will one day, when you look back, and it will really matter. Another challenge that people go through is stigma. I think now it is not as bad as it was then when I was a silver mom, but there's still stigma. There's this people here, you're a single mom, and they almost cringe near you. To some people you appear like a threat. And the best way to deal with stigma is to do good for yourself. Like if you need to empower yourself, if you need to go back to school, empower yourself, be the best version of you, because the energy that comes from you is what will help fight the negative energy that is surrounding you. So if you need to go back to school, go back to school. If you need to improve on some skills, do that. If you need to improve in your market, whatever you need to do to go up the corporate ladder, improve on your skills, iron out what needs to be ironed out in your skills, in your career. Do good for yourself. Success answers the negativity that would be around you. Now let people talk because you're successful. But if they talk and then you're still down there feeling all sorry for yourself, it may be bigger, the burden may be heavier, and it may be worse for you. So even in this season, it is a beautiful season, and it is not a time for pity party, because there's nothing really drastic, because the child is a blessing from God. So stigma is answered by success. So do good for yourself, shine, rise up the corporate ladder, build your skills, rise up in the marketplace, go back to school, empower yourself, go for that. If you are diploma, go for that undergrad, go for masters, do a doctorate, keep going. As you climb up the ladder, you derive some energy from within you, and that positivity is what helps you to silence any negative energy that could be around you, or any stigma that would come. And then also, it is not up to you to keep answering everything. Like, don't feel the need to explain yourself, explain your situation, because at the end of the day, every person's life, you will be accountable to God. And so as you're parenting this child, if you take time to keep explaining what happened, who hurt you, how it happened, and how you ended up here, you're wasting time on the situations and opportunities that could be before you to help you improve yourself. So once you are at a good place yourself, you have healed from whatever happened. Because the other thing that could really keep you down is unforgiveness and bitterness. Sometimes when you're in that season as a silver mom, we are stuck at what happened to us. And I wouldn't say that I did not feel it. I felt like somebody had messed up my life, and then you're the one that is left carrying the responsibility as the other person moves on. So you can be stuck there feeling like somebody wasted you, wasted your opportunities. But the best thing to do, and the solution, is to pick up yourself very fast and keep moving at your pace. Keep moving, doing the things you love doing. Keep moving as you build yourself, so that at the end of the day, you have something to, to even say and to account to yourself for. Because I said now it is you and the baby you're raising. So this child is looking up to you, and to this child, you are their world. You are all that they know. So don't fail them. Pick up yourself, pick up the pieces, heal where you need to heal. If you need to seek therapy, seek therapy. Sometimes, by the time, probably if it is a separation or divorce that happens, it's very painful, and it will leave you at a place where you feel like you don't even have strength to pick yourself up. But I'm here to encourage you that you need to pick up every piece that was broken, and you can build anything from it. I don't know if you guys have seen there's this thing that they say, is it in Japan, and they showed the way when a vessel would break. I can't remember what that art is called, that when a vessel, like a pot, is broken, they mend the broken pieces with gold. So all you're seeing is along the cracks is gold. That is what our life should be. That as you pick up the broken pieces and allow yourself to fall in the hands of God, the God that created you, you will just be seeing, the scars is like they are lined up with gold, because you did not give up. Because seasons of life can push you so much down, and I'm telling you, so long as you're down, there's no other place to go other than up. There's no you can be going underground, So once you hit that rock bottom, the only place to go is up. So pick up the pieces, rise up, embrace the new season, and keep building on the new season without explaining yourselves all the time, without feeling sorry for yourself, because your life depends on the decisions that you make at the point when you're picking yourself up. Because if all that we have to look at is what happened, the pain we went through, and how that made me feel, there's a time for that. There's a season for that. And once you are done with that season, once I have picked up the pieces, once I have, healed my emotions, now it is time to keep moving and to build, because you need to have healed emotionally, even to be able to attract positive energy. Like if I was stuck at the point where I was assaulted, or the point when I became a silver mom, I would not have this season of my life, because it does not end there, If you still desire marriage, there's a chance to get married. There's a chance to build your family. But if you're stuck at the point where you got hurt, even the person who would have come to approach you will not be able to come, because you'll be so guarded. By the time somebody is reaching you, they have to go, I don't know through how many walls. So find your space, to heal, find your space to pick up the broken pieces. And that begins by knowing this happened and you are not in denial. It happened and it really hurt me. And then what do you do from there? Seek help. If you need to go for therapy, seek help. Find a community that will work with you. I always advocate for a community because you are working with people who are like-minded. It's different when you talk to somebody that has not been in that situation. They may not understand why. Maybe sometimes your emotions are all over the place, why something that would seem simple like child custody or visitations would be an issue because they have not been in that place. But if you're in a community where other people have been through that journey, you are able to learn even from other people's experiences. The journey of life is in such that we are supposed to learn from instructions. But what happens is that when you meet someone that has been through the experience, do not wait now to learn, to reinvent the wheel and learn from your own experience. Learn from their experience and move, because the things that we go through in life, most times you'll find out that they're not even for us, And the reason why it did not break you is because somebody else tomorrow will be dependent on your strength. If I gave up those 17, 18 years ago, today I would have nothing to say. But because I did not give up, I'm able to encourage somebody else and tell them, you know what, you can still rise. You can as well build your life. Now when I look at my son, he's 15. He's towering over me like this. He has dwarfed me seriously. And when I look at him, I'm very proud that I did not give up then. I'm very proud that those 15 years ago, I picked myself up and I was able to see something positive in life. When I look at my children today, I get so much strength, and I know there is a place, even in God. There are blessings that I would not have received if those children are not in my life. So I want to encourage you, do not give up. Pick yourself up. And but then you do not know what the destiny of that child is tomorrow. You never know. So no pity party, no dwelling on the pain. Pick yourself up, heal, seek help, find a community, empower yourself, shed off anything. And sometimes also you may need to leave some spaces. What I mean by that is, if you're always in a place that makes you feel down, makes you feel like a failure, makes you feel like your chapter is already closed, nothing good can come out of your life, my friend, it is time to leave that WhatsApp group. It is not helping you, because the journey ahead requires a lot of energy, a lot of positive strength, and sometimes you have to really be the one to encourage yourself, because you're the one who knows what your journey contains. You're the one who knows what is involved in the journey that you're taking, even with the children. So you have to make a very individual decision to know what to allow, what not to allow. And then once you have found a community, now build the community. Once you have found a community, be sure that wherever you are working in, the people you are engaging with, ensure that it is a safe space. And in that safe space, you are able to learn from other people's experiences, and also healing comes because you see, by the way, my situation is not even as bad. This one, their situation is worse. And then the other thing that could be a challenge in the journey of being a silver mom is situations of visitations, when we have to maybe agree that this time the children are with the dad, this time I'm staying with the children. And it has to just be a place where you agree, It shouldn't be very hectic, a pressurized environment. It should be something that you agree on. And for it to work, for visitations and even child custody to work, both of you must have come to a place of healing, because regardless of what caused the separation or divorce or how you became a silver mom, at the onset, the pain is there for both parties, But as you go, as you find healing, you are able to make sober decisions. And I always say, unless the other party is maybe somebody who is not, what can I say, probably their state of mind is not good, you feel like they will not be a good example to the children, they cannot harm the children. So it should not be a place where it's a matter of life and death. We are running up and down, the corridors of court. It does not have to get there. And it is my desire that as you find yourself, as you find healing, as you pick up the pieces and rise up, you will be able to sit on the table and agree. We are co-parenting like this. Visitations will be like this. And then whoever has the custody of the children 100%, and most times usually the mother if the children are young, it is your responsibility to cushion the children from the heat of the moment. All this, if maybe we are in court or whatever is happening, it is your responsibility to cushion your children. They should not feel the pressure of now we are in court, or today they cannot come because last week they came and this happened. No, cover them, because what happens if we expose them to our seasons and our children are innocent, they will be affected. Later in life you'll be finding that this child has a wound that you don't even know how they got that wound, but it came at a point when you exchange a word with their father or the mother. Probably there was an exchange of words, probably they saw a reaction that they should not have seen. So it is our responsibility to cushion our children from the heat of the moment. And by doing that, we'll be raising whole children. We'll be raising children that will know that even in life when there are challenges, we can come out and there's a way we can solve our problems and find solutions without dressing each other down. The other thing about this season is what I've mentioned about co-parenting. Co-parenting is good if it is working, and it cannot be forced. If it is both possible to co-parent without push and shove, by all means, go for it. But if you have to, get a restraining order, I don't know what is happening, it will affect you guys, it will affect the children. So if co-parenting is agreed on in a healthy environment, by all means, 100% go for it. As well as child support. If child support comes voluntarily, by all means, mama, take it. Don't feel like this person hurt me, so I cannot. No, take the child support, raise your children. At the end of the day, both of you are parents to these children. But if it is forced, it will frustrate you, it will make you feel, it will even make you more angry. You will not even be able to heal. For example, if I feel like probably maybe my partner is able to do maybe child support, or maybe like 200,000 a month, and they go and say they can only do 5,000, there's nothing you can do about it, by the way. And so if you take what they are giving voluntarily, as we move, because at the end of the day, so long as God has still blessed you with good health and you still have your hands you can work, believe you me, those children will not suffer. Even God will not allow. He's not unjust. So don't allow child support to be the point where now we are dressing each other down. I am saying, no, you have to give me 1 million because you are able to. If a person says they will only give 5,000, even if you push for 1 million, you will be frustrated. And then what that does, it delays your healing journey. The other thing that is a challenge for silver moms is where probably you had lived together and there were investments that were done together jointly, and then probably at the time of separation, one of the parties feels maybe they will go with this or go with this, and you feel it is not fair on your end. You may be forced to look for a neutral person that can help you with the deliberations, to help you agree, because anything that will keep dragging you back to where you're coming from will delay your healing, it will delay your progress, and it will make you to remain bitter and even have unforgiveness. And anytime you feel bad about the other person, for some reason it's like they just keep doing well. So I think it is better for you to just forgive and let go and say, you know what, it's been real, it didn't work, or this and this happened. Because if you keep holding on what did not work, it will drain you, it will pull you backwards, it will affect your progress, and then now you see you have another responsibility of the child. So the faster you can find yourself after the season, the faster you can pull yourself together and keep moving, the better for you. And so any silver mom should be able to be in a space where she feels she's able to draw energy from herself. She's able to see life from a positive angle, because what happened was not the end. And then seasons are not permanent. Today you're there in that season. We don't know about tomorrow. So every season that you find yourself in, get the best out of that season. It's like drawing, when someone is drawing maybe like you have gone to harvest honey, you have to take everything that is in the hive and make sure you get the best that you go to process. So go through every season by taking out all the positive energy you can afford for yourself, and that is the only way you'll be able to move on. That is the only way you'll be able to stay positive, stay focused, because the journey does not end here where it has happened. There's still a whole lot more ahead that is coming. And so the challenges of identity, I've talked about stigma, I've talked about emotional strain, financial strain as well, because probably we were used to having two hands bring bread on the table. No, you are alone. So what do? That's what I talked about, empowerment. Whatever you can do that will be extra, do what you need to do, improve on yourself. And if for any reason, probably you need to downgrade, it is not a crime. Whatever you need to do for you to be able to accommodate this budget that you now have with your child, for the sake of sanity and peace of mind, by all means do it. And I can assure you, it is only for a short time. You will not remain there. But sometimes you may need to make drastic decisions. Some of us probably may decide we are changing schools and then now focus on starting afresh. Someone said that when you're starting again, you should not be scared to start again, because you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. So you're not building from zero. You already know how this goes. You already know how the journey goes. So you are able to start from experience. You're not starting from scratch. So I want to encourage you to pick yourselves together. I want to encourage you to be able to find a space that can allow your healing, that will allow your peace of mind, because at the end of the day, the destiny of that child is in your hands, and it will be dependent on the decision you make today. And so I want to celebrate you. I want to know that I celebrate you as a silver mom. I salute you, because the job you're doing is not easy. But by the grace of God, those children, tomorrow, they are the ones that will be thanking you that you did not give up. And even yourself, as you look back, learn to celebrate small wins. Every time you make a step, celebrate small wins. That whatever was hurting you last year or last month, now is not hurting you anymore. And so as you continue with this journey, I want to assure you of my support, even as we do the mentorship programs through Claim Your Crown program. We just did our first one, was it this past Sunday, and it was on goal setting. So that as we set our personal goals, we also set goals for our children to be able to grow. I said one of the successes of this season will be determined by how you empower yourself. Whatever happens, keep moving. If you have to take a step, crawl, go on your belly, move. But do not be stuck on what happened. Do not be stuck on the pain of the past. Do not be stuck on that season, because there's a new season that awaits you. And the new season is dependent on the decisions you will make today. So God bless you. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to interacting with you in the next session. God bless you.